are clustered in a group here, about midsection of the ship. There are in the rear, protecting the bridge. There's been a swarm of drones that have been taking out xenomorphs and anything else that's been attracted to this commotion. Mainly just protecting the bridge. There is a contingent of 3 drones that have followed the group and have set up a perimeter, shooting anything that comes up towards the group. Some of the xenomorphs have made, little ventures into this protected zone, and either y'all shot them or the drones have kept them at bay to this point. There are 2 obvious entrances to the ship outside of the 3rd entrance in the back near the bridge. This entrance here is close to the engine room. None of the xenomorphs have really pushed this far once they've been pushed back. And then there is an entrance in the very back that you've noticed xenomorphs coming out of and swarming over like mad cockroach ants. That they are. So you've been kind of protecting that back entrance. You also notice on the other side of the ship is a gunship that the Dugar from the pit were driving. No Dugar or anybody else seem to be in the ship, but it's floating above, right above the sea, just a few feet above wave line. And it's not moored or tied down or anything, so it's kind of drifting off a little bit. Before we go any further, I can't remember exactly any continuous spells that are on. Did anybody have like the tongues or something like that?
Yep.
And how long did that last?
An hour.
An hour? Okay. So...
An hour non-concentration. I twinned it, so it's on me and...
Banthor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's myself and Banthor.
Correct. So you've got about a half an hour left on that.
Okay.
Basically, 3 scenes. So about an hour left on that. We've just basically come up out of the water while the rest of the crew have been, with the assistance of the drones, have been keeping the Xenos at bay. They do seem to be collecting a few of their numbers as more xenomorphs have coming out of the ship. You have been popping up out of the water as well. They were a little thinner after the initial kind of wave came forward, and the drones and the group kind of thinned them out while Banthor was in the water. But now they're starting to collect a few of their numbers together. You had mentioned wanting to go to the engine room.
Engine room.
Okay.
Yep, we collectively decided we're going to shut down the engine, no matter what the AI said.
Right.
We also know that the lieutenant is there being controlled by the Queen, so we know he's something we're gonna have to deal with.
What are you talking about? You ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah, we know. We ready for him.
He's there to help.
Yeah, he can help by dropping dead.
Alrighty. Anything that you'd like to prepare for beforehand? Like I said, it's kind of like a rough neutrality right now. They're not surging forward, but you can kind of feel like they might be getting ready for something like that.
Nothing I can think of right now.
Excuse me. Jeez. All right. So, who has what action blah they would like to do? What would y'all like to? So you're basically here at this point. Who wants to go in first? Would y'all want to, all go in together, do groups, send the drones in, keep the drones out? Yeah, anything like that. So we just put you in the engine room and we'll just start that way.
Yeah, I mean, we can make our way.
I mean, if we could just teleport into the engine room, that'd be great.
Kill everything on the way.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah, I think all just gonna start making our way. Now that the ship is rated and we're level, it's leveled, so we don't have to parkour. Sorry,
Yeah.
Necra. I know you were enjoying that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Some of us actually like to just walk.
Yeah, it is kind of funny that the ranger that actually is built for three-dimensional movement is like, oh, this doesn't make any difference.
Right. I'm like, okay, Necra, you get up here where you want to be.
Yep.
I need some checks or some abilities from everybody else. All right. So Marcho says that he'll keep watch, a little bit, and he'll let everybody go down first, and he'll keep an eye. If things get squirrely, he'll go down in the hole, or he'll let you know, kind of thing like that. So we'll do that. Marshall is going to be on the outside. At least, it's that. You can leave a drone or all the drones. Blah, it doesn't matter. Who would like to go in first? So Bantho, you're technically on. When it all comes. Yeah, who wants to go in first? What would y'all like to do with the drones?
Yeah, I'll go first. Drones can be... one drone can flank with me, I guess.
Okay.
And Necra, you were like, yeah, I'll go in as well.
Yeah. Just...
Okay.
I'll go in behind those two. Man, and keep the middle. I'm in a position where I'm in the middle, so if whoever I need to reach, I can reach them.
Have the two other drones. What would y'all like to do with those?
I think we can. If one is with Callum, let's send one ahead further. That way, if it starts shooting, we'll know. And one can stay behind, like stay in the rear, kind of supporting with Zorn.
Banthor, you'll go after Ashra, or last, or Zorn goes last.
I'll go after Ashra.
Yeah, I was assuming our sniper would be last.
Alrighty. Banthor, in a way, you've got control. Also, Astra, you can speak, and Necra, you can speak to these, but the drones. But Banthor, this thumb drive and your heads up will allow you to somewhat link with this drone that you sent in. We can, send, information and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Banthor.
Right.
So Banthor, drone goes down a storage container that's been ripped off, and the bulkhead that kept it to the ship, and where you go through, has also been ripped off, and this is kind of going down into the ship itself. The destruction has ripped off a portion of a wall, and past this is a blue light that kind of emanates from this. The drone goes down, fitting fairly well through here, so even Marceau would be able to come through a large creature. It ends in a room that has been filled with water a little bit. It's basically ankle deep or so. And the entrance is this area here, Banthor. This is where you come through. On the right and left are two large bulkhead doors. They're half open. And you'll see a large energy core, generator here in the middle. The electricity coming off of it is wild and chaotic. And you'll see the, all the computer things happening there. You can't see it from the angle, but it looks like, or sounds like, there's somebody on the other side of the core there.
Quick question. Are we on the correct map?
You guys are. I put Banthor's image. I'm only showing Banthor what's going on right now.
Gotcha.
Am I able to instruct the drone at all?
Basic. Look this way, go that way. Zap that.
Command.
I'm gonna say, go around the core, stay high up.
It goes around the closest side, so this side on the right, and on the other side of the core. There we go. Will be Lieutenant Vasquez. Seems to be feverishly working on the core. He's typing in, stuff on console that's right there, and he looks up and sees the drone. Oh, I need help! Come, work over there. Get that stopped. And he's pointing to a obvious leak of some sort, as some kind of vented gas is being shot into the room and such from some pipes.
I'll tell it fix the reactor. Like stop it from melting down.
The drone, you can kind of see it like whirling and going, in the background, it's just like, like it doesn't know what to do. It just has this little knowledge center.
Do your best, buddy.
Is Bamper communicating this with the rest of us? Well, quietly. What is he? Because if he's the only one that's seeing this through the drones, then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, the Banther, you're the only one that is getting this information and such. Go for it.
And I'm relaying it through telepathy. So, Lieutenant's down there appears to be trying to fix things, but hard to tell. We should probably get down there.
Well, first, you tell us about the gas leak.
Yeah, like.
I would probably, we don't know if that gas is lethal to us. Asha will probably say, tell the drone to seal the gas leak.
Right, yeah, I'll tell the drone to do that.
It moves over to where the gas leak is happening near the other side bolt door, and pulls out a repair kit thing and starts spraying on a liquid barrier on it, and that starts to harden after a little while, and the gas leak stopped.
You have something to say in there?
Got a helper? We might be able to do this.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
To whom? Me or Astra?
You. I think you.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Vasquez, like, oh, yeah, good. I've got a helper. We might be able to do this. And he continues working. Here, come here. Can you pick this up? That's way too heavy for me.
Didn't mean to interrupt. Necro, seemed like you wanted to object.
Necro.
Are you within 30 feet of this guy?
Come again?
Are we within 30 feet of this guy?
You are not quite within 30 feet. The tunnel is about 40 feet that leads up to the room. And then there's, so it's about a 60 room or so.
Okay. So.
And he's in the middle, so he's some 70 feet away. If you get down into the, corridor and such, then you'll be closer. Yes.
Before you try to Leroy Jenkins, Necron, let's get the whole situation of the area which we need to get through from Banthor because he can see through the drone. Because we don't know what hazards that may affect us, like the gas that's going on.
Okay. As the drone is near this bulkhead, the door is basically opens, not exactly like this one would, like to the side like a normal door. Top goes up, the bottom goes down, kind of thing. It's a round door, but has two panels, one up and one down. It's kind of like closed halfway. There's a little bit of a slit there, about a foot wide, and the drone can sense life forms down that corridor, down that way. Such not up close near the door, but some 30 or 60 feet from that door.
Banthor.
And that would be leading towards storage, toward where the queen is.
Okay. And so Ashura would turn back to Banthor and ask, can you see anything else that may hinder us going in there? So basically, through the drone, Ashura's asking, does he see any other hazards that may affect us?
Sure. Other hazards, basically there's ankle knee-deep water.
Right.
The water comes up to the core, but doesn't it's not all the way. There's a platform that's right there. So Lieutenant Vasquez is standing on this platform out of the water, kind of hunched over this computer panel, and such.
Is this, because it's ankle deep, is this causing difficult terrain?
Yeah, this will cause difficult terrain. Both of the bulkhead doors are open slightly. You notice that the one going towards storage, where the queen is, has movement. It can detect movement, and something's down that way. The other door is open, but it didn't really check or detect anything that way. There are a lot of wires and stuff hanging down, and sparkage here and there. There is a little bit of this gas, but it's mostly up high, and it is being slowly leaking. It's slowly leaving, but it's still built up. So you can notice that Lieutenant Vasquez is not putting his head up that high, and is not standing in the water.
Yeah, exactly. Can the drone sense what type of gas it is? Or can Banthor get that data through the drone?
Yeah, it's basically a coolant, part of the cooling system. So yeah, any kind of long exposure to the gas will be harmful.
And there are things that are sparking that are close to the water. Yeah.
There's a few things. At each of the doors, there are a few sparking hazards, and there's a large computer panel that has cylinders kind of bobbing in the water and such, and it has a broken screen and some sparks coming from some kind of machinery behind it.
And how? Okay, that's the right way to question.
while the drone is going around looking at things, Lieutenant Vasquez is, let's get some simple things. Work on those cables. Get them out of the way. It's dangerous in here. I got to move around. I got to get to that machine. And he points to the machine where the canisters are kind of bobbing around in the water and such. So it's like on the other side of the room from him, and things. There are some hazards, cables hanging around in that area, and things.
What type of canisters are those? Like, can they get data from what would be in those canisters?
So these are spent fuel cores, energy power cells that have been the machine he's pointing to basically takes the spent fuel that is harmful and puts it in storage, and then ejects the empty cores out.
Okay. So would you say those things are like explosive?
They are somewhat, well, the spent ones that are just kind of bobbing and floating, they're under some compression. So if they're pierced, they would explode. Not a big, but yeah, I mean, kind of like if you shot a empty propane tank or something like that. It's you're going to throw some shrapnel and give you a big bang. Mostly concussion, like thunder damage.
Okay. And are we in the ankle deep water where we are now?
Y'all are outside, standing on the around the hole, looking down as the drone has gone down in this hole and such. Necra is halfway down the hole, even though you probably told her 3 times not to go. And such. She's far enough that she can see you, and is trying to put see down as well.
All right. Necra's about to get blown up.
I said halfway. She's far enough that she can zip one way or the other. Zorn, you will notice that since y'all have all landed or gotten near to the entrance here, that some of the xenomorphs are starting to move a little bit closer to where you are, but they're not rushing, but they have moved some distance closer since y'all have landed. That being said, some of them are staying at that entrance.
We start heading towards the door to this reactor room.
The drone, yes.
Me, like Banthor, I was going to start slowly heading towards the entrance.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, there's a hole here that goes through the ship a little bit and then goes into the engine room. So Necro's halfway down. Banthor, you've been telling everybody what you've been seeing and such. And
does there seem like there's any possible way of draining that water?
There's nothing obvious for doing anything like that.
Okay.
So Banthor and Necra, y'all are in the tunnel, or you want to go ahead and go into the room, Kellum, I know that y'all stopped, because you were listening to, descriptor of what was in the room and trying to, help out a little bit there. I know that Necro wants to go in, but also,
Well-
that's so.
Well, my thought was that
I'm not trying to steal anybody's agency, so I just want to make sure that you were I'm allowing you to do what y'all want to do. There we go.
Well, my thought was getting the lay of the land. If we got them to we use these hazards against them before we go in there and they're used against us, if they're going to be trouncing through the water and there's cords and electricity, we can give them a shock. If these canisters explode, we get them in there, then it would damage them while we're out of the way. But some people are.
Well. So. Still need to be able to see what I'm gonna bamf into, so. It's gonna take a little bit to open the door, I presume.
Doors open.
So y'all can let's see the tunnel that leads into this kind of breaks into the side of the door of the wall. That I will Benthor. Excuse me, I grabbed the wrong person. I thought I grabbed you. Oh, okay. Go on there. There we go. That's what I need. There you go, Sean. The blue area on the bottom right hand is where you're looking in from. That's where the hole in the side of the ship would send you.
So it's kind of on the water as is. Alright.
And there's a platform. Basically, the wall is right here, so there's a little bit of room for everybody's to be able to stand here. And then there's a 20-foot gap or so to the platform where the engine core is. And then there's about a foot and a half of water all around the room. So there's some debris from the wall that allows a platform right here in the front of the room. And where's your token? Let me go find your token. It's interesting. Hey, bad one to us.
So if an electric spark was to hit that, like hypothetically, what would that do? What's the reaction? What's the cause and effect?
Cause and effect. Oh, there it is. Oh, you had moved it again. All right, that's why I could figure. Why can I find my token? So yes, there's electrical damage. Con save, for how you deal with that, to be shocked and or,
So what I'm saying is so if enough spark, if enough hits it, would it affect everything that's in the water, or is it just a certain area radius?
Yes, it would be radius.
Okay.
So if I shoved my hand in there and cast Shocking Grasp,
See, he gets where I'm
what would
going.
happen?
He's getting where I'm going. If we were to blast it with the lightning.
Well, like I said, he's standing up on the platform. He's not in the water himself.
Not concerned about him. It's the other things that are going to be running in there splashing
Say
through the water.
Xenomorphs
I got
flood
you.
the
Right,
area
right.
and go for a swim.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest sister. It's the monstrosities that's going to be splashing through the water. That's mainly yeah.
It would be mostly, excuse me, in an area AOE kind of thing. Excuse me, but it wouldn't do the whole area. There's enough grounding material here to take away, so that it wouldn't go all the way through. In fact.
Alright. If shocking the water, would that, if it's near the canisters, would that also make the canisters go away?
There's a possibility you could do something. Yeah.
Okay. To not keep things held up, because I sense Necra's frustration. I'm sure we'll just say, stay out of the water. If you're going
I'll
in,
telepathically. Sorry.
go ahead.
I'll telepathically tell everybody, like, once we're all in the room and I can see everyone, I can cast water walking, and that should prevent us from getting shocked.
Water walking? That just lets us stay above the water. Would that stop the water from us being shocked?
Well, I figured, like, the bottom of our shoes wouldn't conduct electricity. It'd be only if we were submerged, I would think, but DM, what do you...
Beat you through that.
I mean, unless we got rubber insulated shoes, boots.
Necra, to the left of you, where the canisters are bobbing and floating and such, there's not a lot of light in that corner. And that is from the entrance, basically, where you're at. Let me, the squares are not squaring as much as I had wanted them to do. Is it 60 feet or 30 feet? It's saying it is again. Okay, do something real quick. I just want to see something. Okay, yeah. All right. So the footing in here is actually somewhat correct. It's about 60 feet to the. It's 60 feet or so to the other side of the room.
Okay.
But it is some 30 feet to the center. Maybe 20 feet or so from the edge. So, you could jump and vamp. Then you would be, most likely be seen. Or you could get in the water and make your way over that way. You don't see any obvious electrical issues here on this platform.
All right. And so step into the shadowy spot, and is the gas right up
On the ceiling.
Okay. So is it actually within like head height, or is it above head height?
It's a little bit above your head height. If you're standing in the water on this platform, you're going to have to duck down a little bit to stay out of the fumes. Where the platform is around the engine core, it would be the same thing.
Okay.
There's not a lot of room in this room. It's kind of a tight up and down.
Yeah. I was checking to see about one, is the coolant actually super cooled, and two, is it acidic?
It doesn't seem to be acidic in nature, and it seems to actually be very hot right now. you can feel kind of the heat coming from it.
So potentially more fire damage than cold damage?
Correct. Yeah. That or poison.
And okay. Either way. So once everyone is finally to good location, move to that's an interesting little thingy. Where the edge of the platform, vamp over and attempt to Ginsu Lieutenant, because, well, he's one of the people we were supposed to be getting rid of, right?
He's been compromised.
Uh-huh.
It seems like he was trying to repair the reactor, but I don't know.
He's repairing the reactor so that it won't explode, because the queen doesn't want to explode.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only
Well,
reason. I mean, we could try.
Before killing him or after?
He's gonna definitely try to stop us. It's either take him down or at least incapacitate him.
Well, do we want to kill him before or after fixing the reactor, though?
I don't know how to fix a reactor.
We're not gonna be able to fix while he's there, so it's gonna be take him down before.
Alright.
Oh.
Waiting.
So the drone that can see, that's in there, that can see the motions of the oceans. No, not that motion. Coming from this kind of storage area. Basically, we need to start drawing them in. So we can send that drone to start blasting, getting their attention to draw them in. Is everyone positioned where they want to be?
As far as I know.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm where I want to be.
I can throw down the dust so that it can fill the room, so they'll start taking damage immediately. And I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Throw the dust down there.
Right. So you all come down the corridor, and as you're dropping in one by one and climbing down, Zorn and Marshall, you will notice that the xenomorphs have kind of moved in closer and closer as y'all were sitting and talking and getting ready and then dropping in. The last person come in, we'll say Zorn. Marshall will fall down, as he's going down.
Marshall was waiting outside.
Yeah, he's waiting outside. As that he calls down.
Calls down.
Yeah, calls down. Okay, gotcha. Calls down to Zorn, the last person, going down and such. Says, well, they're acting weird. Looks like they're going into the ship. I don't know what. Well, they stopped moving forward. I'm going to stay out here, though, just to keep a watch. So looks like they started moving into the ship from various other places. Alrighty. So y'all want to basically set up a surprise attack on Lieutenant Vasquez?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Necro, you were going to vamp over and then, run over and chop his head or something.
Well, vamp over and so, how do we fix this?
Gotcha. You vamp over and he looks up and he goes, "About time you got here. I need to move these 3 canisters over there to that machine, and we need to do it all simultaneously. Do you have more people?"
Don't need more people.
Well, they're very heavy. I can take one. You can maybe take one as well. Well, we got a third one here that needs to be taken. Where's the big dark-headed guy? Or, wait a second, dark-skinned guy. He's probably big enough. Get him over here.
Did you kill your team by chance? And aside from the canisters, what do we need to do to fix this?
Well, we need to take these canisters out and purge them in the machine over there. I got one more, but it'd be best if we had 3 altogether. Fourth one would even be best. But anyhow, we get the 3 to put in back in here, and we could probably stabilize this thing and stuff. But we got to make sure that we, also get rid of all the bad juju that's in these canisters, because woohoo, they can't stay out of containment very long. Keep your head down. That gas right there will just boil your eyeballs. Let me tell you. It'll get you. Well, it'll, and your lungs as well. It makes it hard to breathe.
Yeah. I guess your necro wasn't made for this kind of shit. And just keep going.
And what do you mean by just keep going?
Grab one of the canisters.
Oh, okay.
If you're so insistent you need to do this.
Well, we got to do it all at once. Where's the other guy?
And reach for the third canister. I'm gonna be doing 2 of these, so.
All right, they're pretty heavy. Let's see. What is your?
Not very high, but still. I'm trying to give the others a chance to, at least, since they want the information, give them a chance to look things over.
What is your passive? Stupid. All right.
Perception? Yes.
Yeah, your passive perception is stupid. You may not see it, but you can kind of sense movement on the other side of this bulkhead that goes towards the back of the ship, to the bridge and such.
Mm-hmm.
This door to the right of the map goes to the bridge. Door to the left over here goes down into storage to the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
The doors are halfway open, and you can kind of sense motion, maybe hear a little bit of movement. Not right on the other side of the door, but down that corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if you're a necro unit. I guess you're stronger than you look. Well, you really sure? Okay, I'm gonna flip the switch, and we need to take these canisters over there and put them in the thing. And then we can, hopefully this one other canister will work. So he pulls out another canister. Maxie and Kellum? Yeah. Maxie and Kellum You
It
seem
was Ashra that was. If this is what I think it is, Ashra is the other one that was majorly affected.
these were power cells that you saw inside the drop ship.
Wrong one. Right.
So this power cell looks like one of the other power cells that y'all saw in the drop ship. Kellum and Maxie.
Okay.
I think you might have grabbed some.
I grabbed a lot of things.
Party inventory. It's not listed, but probably. If we could have pulled it, it's probably in here somewhere. Okay.
I'm looking, but
Looking.
I would like to help with these canisters.
Okay.
I am going to hope for the best here, and assuming I can see everyone, including the lieutenant, I want to cast water walking.
Okay. Oh, did you need to do that? No, you did. What level spell is that?
Third.
It is a 3rd level.
Yep, it's third.
Water.
yeah, I got 4 of those power cells.
Has the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water or lava as if harmless and solid ground.
Okay.
Living creatures. Can gain this ability for duration to target a creature with a furnace liquid with spell areas on target to the surface of the liquid. That's a nice little spell. Lasts for an hour, no concentration. 40-foot radius. Okay. So I guess, it's just the magical process. It somehow, defies gravity and force or whatever, physics, there we go. And just makes it that whatever liquid surface you're touching acts as a solid thing. We'll say it, has some kind of blue barrier or something, or green barrier. There we go. On the bottom of your foot. So it kind of stops you from touching the water. And it's that, makes that the water is a solid. So I'll say that it won't be conductive if you're standing on it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk towards the lieutenant, and before I touch the water, kind of grimace like, "Please don't get shot! Please don't get shot!" And I just go for it. Start walking across the water.
So you cast the spell, yes, and then walk across the water.
Yep.
It doesn't, the water doesn't zap you or anything. It feels pretty solid as well, not squishy or anything. So it does move. If there's any waves and such, it might move your feet. But it's pretty still for the most part. There's not a lot of waves outside moving the ship either. As you do pass this bulkhead, you notice with your superior, perception and intellect and blah. You also sense some movement down this corridor going towards the bridge.
Okay.
Good. Not the one I was looking for, but you can come over here and help her. Or you can even help me. Somebody, we need to move these.
Is
I'm
it?
seeing.
Kellum, are you out on the platform there?
Yeah, I think
Okay. He'll
proceeding.
bob his head around when you get on the platform as well. Yeah, that's the big guy. I was looking for you. You want to help this young lady? Or that? I don't know why I went a really old guy. Sorry. You wanna help this lady get her get these powers out of here? He might be able to help. He looks a little scrawny.
I walk over,
pointing
just
to
pick up
Vanport.
both containers right away, and just all three if I can.
My shoulders slump down just a little bit.
The bridge is where we first talked to the main AI ship, right?
The door doesn't lead directly, like boom, boom to that. There's a long corridor, but that door will take you towards the bridge. Yeah. Alrighty. You walk over, Kellum, and Necker's already got her hands on one. You come over to the other one that was they're kind of spread out around the machine. It might have been hard for you to grab them both at the same time. Anyhow, and he's good, and he'll throw a switch, and it releases the clamps on the three energy cores here. And he starts to slide his out and such. He grabs it by a big handle. Don't touch anything else. Just pull it right through here. Ooh, that's like with your 14 and something stupid strength, you should be able
22?
to pull them out easily. 22, yeah. You just
With the armor.
like you're actually kind of like. It's slow compared to what you could do because of a vacuum kind of suctioning, as you pull it out.
well,
If it wasn't for that, you'd probably be able to wrench it out real quick. Necro, what?
well, I'm guessing the little thing I threw up on Discord got ignored unless I.
Oh, sorry. I don't have Discord up.
Put it in roll 20 next time.
Yeah, I probably should have. But you said you have 4 of these, so
Yeah.
I can certainly distract him, and while you just put new ones in. And
Didn't he say something that all has to be done at the same time, though?
It all had to be pulled out at the same time, and then and such. And then it seems to be concerned about them being transferred quickly.
yeah,
So,
either way.
So you are able to pull them all out pretty much all at the same time. He started his a little early, but he's slow with it. Tell him you pull yours, and it's more of a struggle than you thought. But like I said, it's mainly the vacuum.
I was like, oh, no, I'll use 2 fingers instead of 1 finger.
Right, basically, it's got a little, pull on it, and such. The whole time the drone has been going around the ceiling and spraying wires that have been hanging down and keeping them up and such. Not using any flammable or sparking, while the drone is up there and such. So it's made pretty much this side is fairly safe from any electrical and acts actually a pretty straight route to the I'm just calling it decontamination. It's not that, it's the storage removal. There we go. And stuff. So Lieutenant starts to walk over, and looks at the water and looks around to see if there's any, zappage and such, and he kind of tentatively puts a foot in, and then notices that his foot was walking on top of the water. Oh, this is great. I know I needed some help, and starts walking across the water towards the machine over here. Come on, clown. Oh, you with the funny mask over there. Why don't you start working on maybe that door over there? Start shutting it. You got to crank that crank. And there's a crank over here, too. We get finished with that, and if we want to shut this door.
Okay.
Oh, we also have to put the fuel cells in. Right. So Kellum and Necra, are y'all following?
Sure. And asking again, so once the fuel cells are done, this is done, what do we do next?
Oh, you're talking to
Yep.
Okay, and speech. So the only people that can understand you when you're speaking that way, oh wait a second. He has been. My apologies. He's been speaking in common. I forgot to mention that. So he's been speaking in common this whole time. He wasn't using the deep speech that that he was using earlier. Somewhere along the line, he's picked up common, or knew it before.
He ate one of the Dugar.
Well, not that he ate the dude, or more like probably brain drained or something. We know he has psychic capability.
So the three of y'all start walking over to the storage machine. Vanthor, the rest of y'all, he's pointed out, this door and that door are still open, and there's a manual crank system next to the door that you can operate to close the doors. There are other wires hanging and such.
And that would close the doors going to the storage?
It would close the door going. So the one he pointed to first was the one that is headed towards the bridge, and then the other one is headed towards the storage.
That's a head shake from Ashra. Those are getting closed. And in the Elvish to Banthor, assuming that Banthor's been relaying what the drones have been doing, is going to say, send those other two drones back towards the bridge. If the xenomorphs are trying to go towards the bridge to take out the main AI.
I'll use telepathy in Elvish. Understood. I'll take care of it. And I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Zorn and Ashra, do you wish to stay, and Maxie wish to stay kind of like in that corridor, not really coming into the room, but you still have vision in the room. Basically, you can see what's going on, but you're not like in the room or anything like that.
Yeah, I just need line of sight. So long as I can see the room, I don't need to come in. Not yet, at least.
Gotcha. And then Zorn?
I'm good where I am, I think.
Same for him. He just needs to be able to see him.
Yep.
If he can see him, he can hit.
Yeah.
If I can see it, I can kill him.
Right? And then Maxie? Okay, gotcha. And
yes, we're going to have to shake out the pixie later.
How long has it... I would assume we still have the same amount of time for our acid resist potions, like around 30 minutes or less.
Correct.
Okay. Did Maxie ever get one of those?
She is wearing a suit of armor that's supposed to give resistance.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, that was one of the things I poked at Germ about, and he okayed it.
Yeah, she picked up a uniform and went into the larger size, put it on, and then shrank it back.
Oh, okay.
Had to modify it a little bit for the wings, but it's all good.
Quick wardrobe change.
Yeah.
We didn't know she was a tailor.
Tinker Tailor Soldier. All right. So the three of y'all are making your way across the water towards the storage machine, while Lieutenant Vasquez's attention is headed on that side of the room. Maxie shoots around the bottom of the room, staying away from the fumes, and makes her way to the other side of the power core, looking around, investigating the area, trying to understand or find stuff. What's she doing? Is she trying to understand, or is she trying to find stuff, shinies?
Well, she has at least a basic, like, this means this symbol, so looking for keypad or similar.
Oh yeah, there's a keypad that he's been messing with, and a control panel with a screen and such.
She's looking for controls largely because she's been hearing Necra asking about this and then, like, getting stonewalled. So...
So she's looking at the controls that Vasquez has been messing with, trying to get an understanding of what's going on there. Banthor, what you doing? You're commanding the other drones to go assist at the bridge if need be. That's basically kind of, a background kind of mental thing. Anything you want to do? Do you want to start messing with the door over here, or anything else? So you see Maxie, being stealth, but she's traveling in your zone and you're stupid perceptive. So
the only other thing that he asked for help with is the doors, right? Like the cells are being handled.
Yeah, currently, messing with the doors is like the other, priority he's set up and such.
To close the doors.
I'm going to go up to the controls to seal the doors and look busy.
Okay. This one over here to the right, or the one over on the left?
I'd say the...
Check the storage side and see what you can see down that way. I would suggest.
Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe something's... Is this crank not working? And I'll go over to the door and...
Okay.
It's very close.
So you're making your way over there, and the three of them are making their way over here. Maxie's coming around and looking at that stuff. Drones in the air, still trying to get things secure cable-wise. Zorn and Astra, you've got your eyes on the room, and one ear, down the corridor, just in case Marcelo starts barking. Astra?
And while seeing basically, am I seeing anything like thumb drive size, around?
Nothing where you're at, but there's over at the panel to the left where the party is going to do the the storage of the spells. That machine has a bunch of areas for ports and such. From your distance, you might be able to see other ports, maybe, and such, but a lot of the computers are on the other side of the room. This side is more of the mechanical stuff, and has been damaged a little bit. So most of the machinery on this side is damaged, from whatever caused this hole in the wall. But it's possibly on the other side, where all the other computer screens are, and over where the storage unit is for the power cells.
So I'm going towards where the rest of them are. And we were told that it would have to be plugged directly into the engine.
Somewhere, the closest to the engine as possible.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move into the room and start looking for closer to the engine.
Okay. So you might have noticed some over near the door, or there's walking across, going towards the engine as well. The three of you make it to the storage bank. Tell them odd or even.
Odd.
Okay. Necra, you notice that the fuel cell that you have has a crack in it, and that there's some blue viscous liquid seeping out of it. The fuel cell seems to be pretty hot as well.
Okay.
Lieutenant puts his core in the machine, runs over to the panel over here and pushes a button. It starts to shake and rattle, and he looks a little nervous. And then you hear ding, 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 kind of as this machine sucks out the bad juju in this fuel cell.
Right.
He moves over and lifts up the handle, and the cell is ejected and lands in the water, kind of steaming a little bit. And he hands over, "Give me that one." Banthor, you are looking. You get up to the door, and you see the crank system. You put your hand on it, move it a little bit, and moves really easily. And you crank it just a little bit to see what it does. It takes a lot of little cranks to get this to start moving just a little bit and such. You're going to see that it's going to take a little bit to shut this door fully. While you're looking around, there is a control panel there. Looks like it, might operate the door. Has a few slots in it, and one large button.
Okay, and the current state of the door is like wide open, cracked.
It's cracked about a foot, and you do notice movement. You sense a little bit of movement down that way. You don't really hear anything, but knowing what you know of the xenomorphs, if you're sensing any kind of movement, there's probably a good number of them there.
Okay. As I'm testing the valve out, or the crank, I just want to make note of the direction it takes to open it, but then I'm kind of going to just feign that it's jammed.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll telepathically in Elvish seems to be a few xenomorphs down that way. Nothing else I can really sense. And I'll say that to Ashra.
Okay.
Ashra, you get up to the tower 4 and the platform there. And on this side of the machine, there really doesn't seem to be a lot going on. The other side is more of the controls for this. Maxie is looking around, and give me a intelligence check for Maxie, please. And give me a perception check, Ashra, as you're looking around for, specifically looking for a port for the thumb drive, correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Important.
Well,
Maxie gets an intelligence check of 6, and Ashra a perception of 14. Ashra, you notice a couple thumb drive, like ports. A couple on the panel that Maxie is kind of looking at, and she's scratching her head, trying to figure out what some of the buttons are. And then you also notice across the way there's computer stations there with screens and such, and there's a lot of areas there on that side that you could put a thumb drive in as well. Currently, I think Banthor has the thumb drive. Am I correct?
I have the thumb drive.
Okay, all right.
He has the baby AI. That's what he has.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And Zorn, you don't notice anything, changing. You don't notice any movement from outside as well. Going back over to the three of you. What are you? Names. Necro.
yeah.
Lieutenant Vasquez turns to you and looking for you to hand over the fuel cell. He's kind of like trying to put his hand, just on the thing, on the handle, while you have your hands on the handle. And he's like, "Well, put it in the machine."
All right. So there's only one slot for each of these.
Correct.
Okay. So I turn it so he can't see the crack and put it in.
Okay. All right.
And keep asking him after we've got this done what's next.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So then we got to put the fuel fuel cell that I have back in over there, and then start the process up. If we had more fuel cells, that would be better. But I'm hoping the one will do it. Will stabilize it enough. He starts to try to put the canister in, or no, you start to put the canister in. And it gets in like halfway, and then it kind of like doesn't want to go.
Callum will pull out the other 4 cells he's got and start putting them in.
Okay. So you're still holding on to the hot fuel cell that you picked up from the power core. You can hand it off to Necra, but you can hand it off to the lieutenant, or do something. You got to hold on to that. I don't think you want to set it down. You could if you wanted to, and such. But currently, Necra is trying to shove the one core into the machine, while Lieutenant is at the control panel, waiting patiently for you to finish your shoving that in there and such.
What's the trouble with it? Why won't it go in?
It's so Necra, it basically seems like it's swollen a little bit. It's not fitting into the it's a tight squeeze as it is, and it's just not fitting in and such.
Okay, after seeing
So
that, actually try to pull it and dump that in the water. You're like, fine, and reach for the other one.
Give me athletics. That's shoving it in there. Now it's like, oh, give it. It's just, gotta pull it out. Look at you there. Okay, you tug at it for a moment. You're like, oh, you're gonna give me some, and then you pull it out with the basically a pop. It kind of flings out of your hand a little bit and lands in the water, behind you, steaming viciously, and said, he screams.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. And next.
He's still. It like assume we all hear this commotion. Looking back, is this thing still like what's the word? Is it still like bulging, like trying to?
Well, you can't really see it. It fell in the water. It's not bobbing because it's heavy. So it fell into the water, hit the floor, and the water right there is just bubbling. Stuff from the heat.
From the heat. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Bode well, but still, and
we might want to get that thing. And Usher's going to turn to Banthor and quickly but quietly say to him in Elvish, "Can you get that container and throw it down that hallway?" Basically pointing to the storage room.
Yes.
Okay, I would say hastily, please.
So Kellum, you're standing there. You've got your core in your hand, the hot one, and you start searching through your bag, pulling out the other cores with your other hand. And then you see this kind of fly up in the air and splash into the water and start boiling. And the lieutenant goes, "We need to get that." So you have a good core in your left hand and the hot bad core in your right hand. And Kellum, what would you like to do as you see Banthor start to move over as well? Necra, are you kind of going to react and go get the core as well? Not all of your movement action, and stuff. We can have multiple people try to get this, but if we like,
I'll yell, "I got it!" But y'all do what y'all want to do.
Okay. So Banthor
was actually going to try and reach for the hot core that Kelm has, just trying to keep it going.
All right. So you reach over to grab the core from Kellum. Kellum, you pass that off?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can since you've passed that off, you can start, pulling out the good cores and such. When you're doing that, Lieutenant Vasquez is going from high alert, "Oh my God, that's in the water," to, "Oh my God, you've got one of those. Oh my God, you got two of those," and such. So he's kind of, and then, Necra, you're putting the other core into the machine. It goes in quite easily and such, and you saw how he shut it, so you shut the thing. It beeps, and Lieutenant Vasquez's attention is then drawn back over towards the computer panel. Banthor,
Vasquez,
you're
look,
going in.
I got a fourth one.
Um.
Do we need 4 or just 3?
He needs 3 altogether, and he has one. So you're like, going 2 above, and he's starting to go.
I put the extra 2 back into the bag. That doesn't look.
No. I need the one. Give me the one. I need that one. Yes. Tell him. Give me insight.
Insight. Crap! Here I am, the strength guy, and you're making me do insight. 4.
A 4. And 14 perception is your passive. Give me a perception check.
Oh, that's better. 20.
All right. You'll notice as he's reaching for this third 4, and that his right eye is twitching a little bit, like the skin underneath has that little twitch as as he's reaching towards he's so surprised and like. Alrighty. You I guess drop the cord, pull out the Taurus.
No, the cord is only partly out of the bag, so when I drop it, it just slides back into the Gorman's bag.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And pull out your Taurus P4 and point it at Vasquez. He drops his shiny mask, his smiley mask, and while he dodges to the side as you pull the trigger, unless you want to use anything to modify that roll.
Yes, I do. I'll use my inspiration to re-roll that.
All right.
Making a 14 and more just kind of like subtly, just like not even pulling it out, aiming directly at him, just kind of like angle it up, kind of like how in the Mandalorian, how the Mandalorian just like points the pistols up from his hip and shoots the droid through the hip.
Shooting from the hip.
The paladin, yes.
And you're standing right next to him, and such. With the 14, you're going to graze his side as he does kind of dodge a little bit, but you'll graze him instead of like get him a proper hit. That being said, this is a large slug and such. So go ahead and roll the damage for that. Okay. Piercing and are you? Oh no, you're not. You're. That's right. Never mind. I was looking for where's the sneak attack, but I forgot your character.
Yeah,
character.
Because this would definitely been a sneak attack and such.
Just wait to resolve this, and then you'll get one.
Okay. Vanthor, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. The door opens violently, and a burst of air pushes you at the same time. Necra, you look up and you can see that Vasquez has slapped a red button on the control panel when he backed up.
Captain.
Vanthor, with that 12, you will not be able to
I'll
succeed.
roll again. I'm using my lucky on you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's better.
All right. So with the 23, you're able to back away from the door quick enough before the door opens. Two sets of arms come out and to grab you. They were basically just on the side of the wall, and because of their camouflage, you can't see them. They reach for you, but miss and pull their arms back quickly as the door shuts close.
Divine intervention.
Maxi, give me a dexterity saving throw. With disadvantage. Banthor, roll. Well, wait a second for the. Give me a second on the Maxi. Or the is that with disadvantage? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you,
Yeah, I know. Banthor, you also sense that there's other issues, other dangers about to happen. Maxi and Ashra seem to be in this danger zone, and so you, with your alert feat, you can have a surprise, kind of like an alert action. As you notice steams of air being shot down at the control panel, and Ashra and Maxi are standing there.
Do I have enough movement to get to them?
It's basically like 30 feet. Oh, and yeah, you're walking on water. So, yes, you could get to them.
Okay. I'm going to head to them and then transform into a giant constrictor snake and then just kind of loop over them to shield them from the steam.
Okay. All right. 16 would not be able to do the dex save. So Panther is going to protect Maxi. Ashra, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I did that. There we go.
Okay. 17, you meet that. Sorry, I know it's 1 point. Unless Maxi wants to do anything to change that, Banthor will be able to help with the damage here. And basically, we're going to spread the damage out a little bit, so that you don't get.
Is this something that Uncanny Dodge would actually affect?
So let's see. Yeah, I guess so. It's a AOE. A stream of the coolant is coming down and hitting the control panel.
What level is Maxi?
7.
So she should have evasion at this point.
Check.
So it would give her half on a fail either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a 16 was a fail, that would be half damage. Otherwise, it's nothing.
Yeah. She would have succeeded with no damage, but it's just half.
Okay. So full damage is
Good night.
right.
34 is
30.
full damage.
Yeah, 34 is full.
17 is half.
And that's fire damage,
Okay.
and then there is also 18 poison.
Is that
Okay,
also
that's
halved?
the halved.
And that is it's half. Yeah. because you've got half of the exposure.
So 17 and 9 is. Well, that's
26.
one dead. Great. So dead pixie.
The Banthor is supposed to mitigate some of this damage. My apologies, I forgot to say that first.
Wait, hold on. She should have
Yeah.
more than 26.
Well, she hasn't healed from last time she got injured.
What? You didn't tell me last time that she was injured? I specifically know I asked her. And we short rest. She didn't heal from the short rest?
I guess not, because she was at 23 out of her max of, I think, the lowest of the entire party, 31.
No, she should have, because we had a chance to short rest. So she should have been.
I think we did have a short rest in the bridge.
Okay, so first I'll heal her up and then, because
Let's see.
23.
Banthor, give me a Constitution saving throw.
You know,
20.
No.
So
I think that's -3. I think it's technically 17 because the snake has less constitution, I believe.
17 is fine though. So you were going to take. Well, have you take 18 poison damage? And no, excuse me. We'll take 18 fire damage, and so that will mitigate the 18 fire damage that they're going to get. So y'all will get 16 fire and 18 poison. Necra and so, and then Banthor, you're going to get 18 fire damage.
So wait, we're taking
16 and 18?
16, yeah, 16 and 18. You have that. So,
Oh. Yes,
we're
around 8.
Yeah.
8
so 8 and 9, so 17.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to make that difficult.
Because.
Okay, and then did you half that again for Maxi for evasion?
Hang on.
So then she would just take 8.
Oh, Maxie, she failed her save, so she took the full of it.
Yeah, but
So she
evasion, even if she fails, she takes half.
Right. So that's the damage she takes is a half.
Okay.
Yeah. So she takes the half of the 16 and half of the 18.
Alright.
While Banthor mitigates and takes 18 fire damage.
Alright, so.
It shields you from some of the heat, but y'all still take in the inhalation and such. Give me 1 second. I gotta play for a moment, but I will be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, as soon as. Well, provided we don't get a no, that doesn't work, it kind of looks like he dodged out of the way of the bullet into the vibroblade.
Which is funny.
And we'll finish that up. Okay. I'm not sure I need to hit him with the sneak attack after all.
Somebody sneezing?
Walkity.
So Lieutenant slams his hand down on the button. Actually, both of the doors open at the same time and close at the same time. Nobody was over at the other door, nobody got sucked out that one or set. So let's see. Necra, did you pull out your sword? And yeah, okay. FDA. You made a 16 attack. Yeah, that's gonna hit. 8 slashing.
19 plus, yeah, so 30.
Oh, that's painful. Painful. Excuse me. Alrighty. So you leave a large gash across his chest as he falls back, bleeding. He was attempting to reach out and grab, the extra spell, and Kellum didn't like that too much. Shot him in the arm, and then Necra, you slashed him across the chest. He falls back into the water, sitting up, and has his hands on his chest. You can see that he's bleeding out, and one of his eyes is kind of like rolling back, but he has a large smile on his face. It's okay. She is freeing herself as well. Thank you. And you all feel like the world shake and alarms start going off.
So
A voice coming over the intercom system from the AI says, let me get to the placement. Hold on, this. Containment failure detected. Probability of escape 97.4%. Initializing scuttling protocol. Time for self-destruct 90 seconds. 89. 87.
On the port again.
So this is a self-destruct sequence. It is not the engine blowing up. So the engine blowing up is a different thing. This is a self-destruct sequence.
This is going to blow up anyway. Yeah, we still need to shut that down.
Well, you guys work on that. I'm going to go make sure she stays inside. If we can't stop the self-destruct, at least she'll be here when it blows.
Yeah.
How would you? Which way do you want to go? You want to go down the corridor, or go outside and around?
What is the fastest, most direct path? I'll even blow walls up if I have to.
Can the doors to the storage be reopened?
These doors, you're not certain if they can be reopened. They possibly could. You'll have to figure that out and then open them. So there's that. This is going to slow you down trying to use the doors and going through the corridors. Or going outside is going to be an open route, and you just have to contend with whatever might be outside, and such.
Hey, that power cell that's still sizzling. Would that boom be enough to damage the doors to open them?
Well, you don't know how big the explosion will be. You could probably guess that it might be something, of course. So, yeah. You'll have to investigate that. It can be done. I'm not going to say it can't be done, the investigation and figuring that out, but you just don't know the yield of said explosion. And looking at these doors, anything to blow a door up this big, you're probably going to take out the core, the engine core.
Oh, okay. So probably not.
Yeah, these are pretty burly doors. This room is built to take a small explosion. Even though it did seem that the wall was compromised, that seemed to come from outside.
Okay.
I guess I'll go from the outside then. My familiar Timberwolf and I will go.
Hey, Kellen, while you're going, take that with you and throw it out there before you go out there. For sure. Yeah, pointing to the sizzling shower set.
Oh, I'll throw it at the queen and shoot it when it gets close to her.
You grab the steaming fuel cell and run towards the corridor. Zoran, you're there at the corridor, leading outside. You see Kellum pick up the fuel core and start running across the water.
Actually, as I go past Zoran, I will tell him, hey, I need your crack shot. Let's go.
Big smile, nod, moving in.
All right. So the two of you in tandem are making your way up the tunnel to the outside.
I'll join Kellum and Zorn.
Okay. Let's see. You leave the 2 or 3 fuel cells. Kellum?
Now that the lieutenant's done, I'll leave the rest of it for Necker to try and use if he needs it.
Okay. All right. So the 3 of you start making your way up the shaft. Banthor, you're still in snake form?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Y'all use Banthor a little bit, to help you crawl out, his length as he makes it up there and such. You use him or other handholds and make your way out of the ship to get onto the surface. While that's happening, the 3 of you can take the cells and put them into their hoppers, shall we say, their slots.
Fun. So, how big does she have? Which one? Yeah, she needs to do. Oh. So.
I got it. So Maxie cast on large on herself, so that she can manipulate the fuel cells. She was going to have a time of it, but
and she is swearing under her breath as she's like, "I don't want to be this big."
I thought she'd be more worried about being there while the self-destruct is counting down.
Yeah.
The fuel cells in this form, when they're energized but not used and such, are not very heavy. They can, you can manipulate them as well with your, lesser strengths that y'all have. Let's see, Astra. What's your beautiful
You
strength?
mean no strength?
Oh, so that's your dump spot. Okay, yeah. So you got that -1 and stuff. This is still, strong enough to lift us up and put it in there. It's when they become loaded down and such that they become much heavier. So the three of you set those in and start looking at the computer screen. And you also have the thumb drive as well. So utilizing the thumb drive and the three of you looking at the computer screen and the buttons, Necra with your understanding of the language and such, and with the help of the automated program, it shows you how to start the process and such. If you'd only used one of the cores, you might have had issues. You might have been able to do it with two and such to stabilize the energy in the core. But if y'all hadn't picked up the other ones, this might not have been possible anyhow. So you start the system. It's pretty straightforward. Once you've got the cells in and you shut the door and activate it, the pretty much the system itself takes care of doing the computations that it needs to do. It does take you a moment longer for y'all to do this, so you will be here for a little bit while the other three are making their way outside and stuff. Oh, I should have moved everybody over here. My apologies. I forgot more. For giggles, I'll just put everybody. No, said everybody back. There we go. Yeah.
While we're doing this, is Lieutenant? You said he's bleeding out, but is he still alive?
He is still lucid, as y'all are. While y'all are doing this process, he's babbling about, she's freeing herself, as well as thank you for freeing me, and as well.
And while he's babbling on and we're getting things shut down, I'm just gonna point a hand back and shoot the water that he's laying in with lightning.
Okay.
Same time. Yeah, well.
He's just laying there, so he's not moving. Those are 12 should, hit.
Okay. So.
Lays the pistol. Ready. The magazine for the laser pistol. Okay. So y'all put a few rounds into Lieutenant Vasquez, and he expires. He doesn't seem to put up a fight. You kind of get a sense that he wants you to finish what you're doing, and make sure that the engine doesn't explode. So topside. Our show is in combat with a couple of drones assistants. They are fighting off xenomorphs that are rushing towards the group here. In the distance, poking out of the storage container, will be the head and one of the arms of the queen, as she is trying to breach this containment. It seems that something is holding her down, or her back, chaining her down maybe, or something, and she's trying to lift herself out of the containment. There's a hole has been ripped apart and stuff.
How far is that from where I am?
Give me one moment. 70 feet.
All right. I'm going to launch the swollen power cell.
Okay. So you're going to throw that. I need athletics, I guess.
That's a 28.
28. 14 and 14. Okay. All right. So you chuck the fuel cell, and so it's not going to quite make it this round to the queen and such. It's going to be like over her head. I don't know. It does it. What's the? I was thinking you could chuck something 60 feet in such, but you probably chuck it a heck of a lot farther than 60 feet with a 22 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So you throw the container. And are you wanting Zorn to shoot it, or do you want it to hit the ground? Hit the ship. What are you wanting to do?
Yeah. So as soon as it is out of my hand, I'll turn to Zorn and just kind of like do the. It's your show now.
Yeah.
Like,
as you throw it in the air.
like if he, I know I'm not there, but if Zorn, like you said, it was gonna reach her head at some point.
Yeah.
So if he waits to that right opportune to, like, right where it's at her head, and takes the shot.
Yeah, I figure we all know explosives. The closer it is to the target, the better. When it explodes, I'm leaving that up to Zord to decide when it's close enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you chuck the fuel cell in the air, and it arches over and starts coming over towards the queen. Zorn, do you set up for a shot to shoot it and such?
I think he hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me look at Zorn. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
He's got plenty of range.
Not miss.
He's got plenty.
Oh no! I'm just looking. There's. We have sharpshooter and elven accuracy. Whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using one of these modifiers, you can re-roll one of your dice rolls. Hey, I didn't know you know. Did you know that? So if you're using Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma, and you have advantage, Zorn, you can re-roll one of those if you like.
It's basically
Even
you get to roll. You roll 3 times instead of 2.
Yeah, if you have advantage. Yeah, if you have the advantage. And then you have sharpshooter bypasses cover. You can fire in melee, and you have long range does not impose disadvantage on your attack rolls with ranged weaponry. Okay. What will happen though is these 2 of those xenomorphs that are over here next to the queen will start running up the queen and are jumping towards this container.
While they're doing that, when I see that, I'm going to Eldritch Blast them with the repel or the pull, whatever is required to keep them away from getting to the container so it will get to the queen.
Okay. Give me an attack roll with disadvantage. You're doing basically kind of two things here. You're chucking this cylinder, and you look over, and hey, and such, and then you notice the xenomorphs as they notice what's going on.
I've got 2 attacks per action. Wouldn't the chucking just be one of those attacks?
Generally,
Attack.
right. Generally, they have to be melee.
Okay.
The reason being is there are feats and or builds out there that actually can do trade. They can trade in a magical attack for one of their physical attacks. So I'm allowing you to to pop off with that with disadvantage because I like like it. And such.
All right. Well, that's a dirty 20.
Even with disadvantage, you got a dirty 20. So yeah.
And
so
the
you
other
hit
one was a 20.
So you hit one, the first one as it starts to run up and get up there, and you hit it with a push and send it flying and such. It's probably gonna hit the water when it lands and sinks. Banthor and anything that you want to try to do. There's another xenomorph that's running up, trying to intercept this canister before it gets too close to the queen. Talking a distance of 70 feet.
I'll hop out of my form and Eldritch Blast that thing.
Okay. Do you have any special? So the big reason why this is working on him is because he has the push ability for the Eldritch Blast. This would basically just be some force damage. It may, so I'm not gonna, you have a opportunity to push them off, but it's not gonna automatically push them off like
Repelling blasting.
Yeah.
Would Kellum not get his second blast now? His second.
Yeah, he has 2 bolts.
They'll suck. I mean, yeah, go for it. I will let you do it at standard instead of disadvantage, and using Banthor's using Banthor basically as like tracers, it's that for your second shot. So you Banthor, you're helping in such a 12 a Kellum a 12 will not hit your target.
Okay.
Do you need inspiration?
Yeah, I used mine earlier to not completely blow the sneak attack on the lieutenant.
Yeah. You can have mine.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Crap.
No.
It rolled right onto that 20. It was just tipped over. So that was a waste. I apologize.
No worries.
No, you never know. What'd you roll? Oh, you had to roll a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So Zorn, you can either shoot the xenomorph and see if you can stop it, or you can shoot the canister above where you think, where you would have wanted to shoot it. So you can, so if you shoot the xenomorph and it damages him to the point where, he can't, if it kills him, blah, then he won't be able to stop it. And then the canister at least will fall and hit something, either the queen or the ship. Or you can shoot the canister a little high. from where you think it and stuff. So,
Now, did my attacks land?
yes, we'll say that your attacks landed doing some damage, so it will help with Zorn's decision what he might want to do.
Shoot the xenomorph.
Okay.
Could he not shoot with his horde breaker? Could he not shoot both of them? 2 separate targets?
Mm-hmm. You really hate us today, GM, huh?
I think what's the range on the horde breaker? I think it's within 5 feet or something of each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep, within 5 feet.
So it depends on what you mean by both. I guess if you're talking about the queen and the xenomorph. At this point, the xenomorph.
Well, if he waits till if the xenomorph tends to try to hit it, intercept. If he shoots them both where they're at the right angle, before it can push the canister away, he just pops both of them.
The little xenomorph and the canister is what's being shot at, not the.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he hits the canister, it will take out the xenomorph. But the explosion will be not as close as you probably would have wanted it to get to the queen.
Well, no,
if you just hit the xenomorph, it won't have the opportunity to stop the container from falling further.
And then Horde Breaker allows you to hit the container after hitting the xenomorph.
It'd basically be in the same area, which would be higher than what you originally had wanted.
Well, wouldn't it still be within 5 feet of the initial target if it falls below where the initial target was?
The missile knows where it is at all points because it knows where it isn't. I'm sorry.
I think what he's getting at is it's not going to hit the queen if we shoot it now.
It's not going to have as much energy.
Or it's not. It may still hit the queen. It's just not going to be, the optimal hitting. It's not going to be close to the queen. It's going to be, some 20 some odd feet from the queen.
All right, so let's do that math real quick because I want to understand what you're saying here. The xenomorph,
the small xenomorph. Yes, he's ran up the queen, jumped, and is 20 feet.
He's
20 feet odd up and past the queen, up in the air, and and is still ascending and such. So he's probably got another 10 or 15 feet of ascension, and the canister is coming down there, and they're going to meet, some 30 feet in the air above the queen.
So then shoot the xenomorph just before it gets to the canister. Canister falls a little bit further, just within the range of Horde Breaker, so it's at 25 feet above instead of 30.
Or he could shoot the xenomorph, use his extra attack to wait, and then shoot the canister as it goes down. Because he does still have extra attack. Instead of the Horde Breaker, he can just use his second shot.
Because the Horde Breaker is going to hit all at once. So if the xenomorph gets to it, it's going to be 30 feet in the air no matter what.
So then first attack, shoot the xenomorph.
And then he'll be able to do something with it when he has it, basically.
Okay. Well, he did say shoot the xenomorph. And I think you rolled, right? Zorn, you rolled already?
Yeah, I rolled to shoot the xenomorph.
Gotcha.
Need to got one attack.
And
yes.
That
28, that's going to hit.
Is
that's 10 above what you need. So you'll be doing extra damage.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Cool. Then.
And this is the sniper rifle, so that's 4 damage. Okay. 4. Um, okay. So you wound the xenomorph, pushing it off its trajectory. With the wound, wounding it, you took it a little bit more than half of its hit points. And the force of it pushes it off trajectory, so it's not going to be able to intercept the container. Go ahead and make a second shot for the container. This is going to
I'm going
be a high
to hold my
DC.
action. I'm going to hold my action until the canister is in the perfect spot.
Gotcha. Okay. And let me look at. Let's see. Can you do anything with anything?
1,000, 2, 1,003, 1,000, blam.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh. 26 on a hit.
Excuse me. I was a what?
A 26 ought to work.
I thought you said a 36. I was like, a what?
No, that would have been like too much fun.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been a crit.
Okay. Yeah. That would actually would have been a crit. 26 is enough to hit your DC for that. So yes. It comes down near her. She has her head and her right shoulder out of the bulk of the ship, and is trying to use her elbow arm to kind of pull herself out. And you can see her left arm is pulled down, and so something is holding it down. The explosion nearly rips the left side of her head off, taking most of the large carapace clean off of her head, and it kind of rips off and falls down to the ground, hitting the ship, kind of like antlers that have been ripped off a deer or something. And the left side of her head, like I said, is melted away from this explosion. The xenomorphs that were there near her as well either expire or are ejected far away from her.
Here comes the sun.
Now, how close did that canister get to her when he shot?
It was about 10 feet away from her when he fired. She was moving around and such. So it was basically the best time because you should have gotten in front of it and such. Go ahead.
You say she was moving around. Could there be any chance that she would have gotten 5 feet closer when he shot her? She was flailing around. Come on, give us a chance here. She was flailing around. You said 10 feet. She could have jerked 5 feet towards it.
So what are you trying to manipulate outside of me?
If it's that's Hornbreaker he can shoot her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Sorry.
Yeah, I tried.
I got you. We felt that was, the best place to, shoot it. Just in case you did get in front of the shot and such. Like I said, it ripped the left side of her face and dropped the carapace. You can tell that this was a big part of her armor protection, and that has fallen off and has fallen onto the ship.
That's fine.
Her left arm, which has been basically held by something, is halfway ripped as well, and she uses this opportunity to pull on this and rips her arm off, and it falls down underneath the bulkhead, and she starts to pull herself up onto the ship itself. Seeing that she seems to be more free than she was beforehand.
All right.
Marceau has rushed forward and is in melee with some xenomorphs and is being supported by two of the drones. The eagles fly in low and to see if you need them to, want to ride on them. If you don't jump on them, then they're going to continue forward and go in melee with the xenomorphs. So 3 of the 4 eagles come down. You can use your movement to hop on them if you'd like. If not, you can continue running. Those eagles that aren't utilized as a ride will move forward into melee.
So that's Zorn may want to get the high ground.
Yeah, it's 70 foot of movement and a few ranks of xenomorphs.
I'll hop on one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hop on one.
I'm jumping on my familiar.
He said, "I'm jumping on the wolf."
Okay. Right. So the one rushes forward and helps Marceau in combat. And the other, let's see, Banthor, and Zorn. Your eagles rise up to about 30 feet and then move forward 10. The guys in the engine room, you're going to be in there for a little bit longer, so I'll go ahead and continue with these guys, and then we'll get back to urine. Okay, so as you're moving forward, so go ahead and give me initiative. So I can just track it that way. That way I don't skip anybody. Accident. Oh, Let's see. Banthor, oh, you got a 20. Zorn, a 22. Kellum, what'd you get?
What was I supposed to roll?
Initiative. Initiative, so
My apologies.
that's all right.
13.
Alrighty. So, Zorn, do you want to move closer to the queen or higher in the air, a mixture of both?
A little closer and a little higher, yes, please.
Okay. Let's split it up a little bit. Oops. Oh, okay. Getting a little bit more altitude, picking up another 20 feet, so 50 feet in the air, staying way above the influence of these xenomorphs. Some of them, as you're passing by, will try to jump up and get a hold of you, but they can't quite jump up that high, maybe 20 odd feet. Some of them have been vaulting off of others and might get about 30 feet, but being 50 feet in the air, you don't seem to be within their scope. What would you like to do as you're approaching? Shoot down on these xenomorphs, the little guys, or target the queen?
I don't think Mummy has had enough pain yet.
No, it doesn't
Targeting
look like
the queen.
he's had anything.
Targeting the queen.
Alrighty. Go for it.
There we go. 33.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
34.
Alrighty. You, second attack, 30. Oh.
29.
All right, that's a hit.
33.
33. Alrighty. So you're taking hits, and you see the rounds embed into to her shell, and you'll see a little maybe a jerk or explosion or something. And both of those rounds hit her, doing damage. And it seems like there's a large explosion of acid as well from these two shots. The damage to her head isn't doing that. It's been cauterized, but her arm is also leaking acid, but it's slowing down. Y'all don't have to deal with that, but you can see that the spray and the consistency or strength of her acid is much higher than what y'all have been dealing with. So notice that when you're dealing with the other xenomorphs, you got a 5-foot spray. This looked more like a 15-foot spray, and the concentration was higher. So it ate away at the bulkhead, more, or the ship and such, more than you would assume. Okay, action. Anything else there for you, Zorn?
If I'm relatively safe here, I think I'll park it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're 50 feet in the air, and you're far enough away from anything. If you were closer to the queen, you have noticed, of course, already that they're willing to vault themselves off of the queen and such. So maybe if you got closer, you might be in danger. But as far as you could tell, you should be good here.
Oh,
Banthor.
are you saying they're like within 5 feet of the queen? Some of
There's
them?
no. There's no. I was saying if, yeah. Actually, they've all kind of left where the queen is and are rushing towards the office. Ewan's. Banthor, you're flying above Marceau, about to basically crest this line of xenomorphs. Do you want to go higher? You're 30 feet in the air. You pretty much should be out of any danger. You have seen them jump, 20 feet in the air and such, and while they were trying to get at Zorn when he was first flying over this area. But you think 30 feet should be safe. What do you would like to do with your movement, moving forward or vertically?
Now, if can I use the bird's movement and thin my own, or is it?
You can, yes. So if you wanted the bird to flat out, dash and such, it could use its movement 80 feet.
Yeah, I would. I would just make a beeline for the queen.
Okay.
And I meant to mention this. Is it cool if before the eagles came in, I pop a acid resist potion? I had one on my belt, so just snap that off and chug.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because as soon as I saw the queen, I'd be like, all right, acid resist, because... yeah. All right, and
so just with the movement, the bird did take some, go up about 10 feet, so it's 40 feet in the air. Okay. That's why I put it on the wrong thing. Okay. I thought I was hitting. Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm talking to myself over here. 40 feet in the air. Okay. And there's some 15 feet difference or so. Yeah. Did you want to get physically on the queen? I'm just saying.
Yeah. So how high up above are we from the queen?
Okay. So she's got about a 20-foot height coming out of this. 15-foot height. Excuse me. The 15-foot height. You can see that. She's probably would stand a total of 30 feet or so. So she's a big one. She's a big one. So half of her is still in the ship as she's crawling out. Okay. And so you have elevation on her, so you could jump off and make the distance.
All right, I'm gonna jump off onto the queen in midair. Transform back into a constrictor snake.
Okay.
And
as you are, jumping off and such, she's going to try to grab a hold of you, catch you, and such. But you can still change into form, either way.
Okay.
But she's going to 13 plus. Scroll, excuse me. Got it. Come on, see. I got it. So I guess just 20. Okay. All right. So she's going to grab you while you're falling towards her. Do you still wish to change into a constrictor state, giant constrictor state?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So she reaches up and grabs you using one of her legendary actions. And that will be 20 bludgeoning damage as she grabs you and squeezes you. And then I guess you're going to do the same thing to her, huh?
Yep. Now my helmet, I can't remember if I can half damage for myself or is it just others? Reaction for the haloed person, so I don't think I'm technically haloed. So no.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
that's what I was thinking. It was mostly, it depends on the wording,
Yeah.
but I pretty
Can't
much
remember.
used it for other people. So
Yeah. All right. So yeah, 20 bludgeoning, and then constrictor snake, and I will cast constrict.
okay. Is there an attack roll or is it a?
Yeah, attack roll.
Okay, go ahead.
All
right,
23.
that's good. All right.
So that's gonna be. Clock this keeps going away. Yeah. Oh, where'd you go? 1 second, something's screwy. Alright, sorry about that. So, bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it says, and the target is grappled. And it says escape DC 16, so I don't know when they need to try to escape.
It would be at the start of their turn. Either the start or the end of their turn.
Right.
Okay. So until it ends, the creature's restrained, and I can't constrict another target, which is fine.
Actually, yeah. To escape, it would be their action to try to escape being grappled.
Alright, so while they're restrained, attacks have advantage against them.
All right.
Attacks against her advantage, and her attacks have disadvantage.
Yep, right.
All right. So you've wrapped around her arm and part of her torso, tying that her arm up and making it hard for her to move around. She's still trying to escape the ship as well. You can tell that there seems to be other weighted forms that are around her legs that seem to be attached to the ship itself. Underneath, down there, you can see xenomorphs trying to pull on the ship itself and not the chains or anything that it's bolted down to. They're trying to rip the ship away from these molds that are holding her. So you do see some of the acid fall down as well from her wound on her arm, but it doesn't seem to be affecting this metal or whatever that is formed around her legs and such. Okay. Because you're on the other side. I won't. Well, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about what I just said. Okay.
Okay.
Little Xenos are gonna go. They're gonna attack the giant eagle ferociously, as well as this one. These are gonna try to take out that drone. They're gonna hold up over here in front of Kellum. Not in front, but they see Kellum in the back there and ready to charge forward. And they're like, so they're making a wall there. This eagle will get destroyed by those Xenos. They will try. The other ones will try to attack the drone, but will just move out of their way, getting higher into the air. Drones are going to retaliate. We'll lose 2 of the small ones. The third. Okay. The ones near the bridge aren't moving. They're staying around the bridge area, and they have attacked a few xenomorphs that have popped up here and there. But there's not enough numbers of the xenomorphs to really amount to anything. Kellum, and then the queen.
All right.
What are you doing? You're on the back of your familiar.
Yeah.
I forgot what his movement is there.
Yes.
50. 50. If I can get to here, or maybe better yet, to here or here, like in range of this massive group right here. Is that doable?
Yeah, that's totally doable.
And then Fey presence.
Okay. What's that do for you?
Each creature in a 10-foot cube must make from me. So actually, I could do it. Be back just a little bit then, because it's gonna be from me. So in front of me, a 10-foot cube. To hopefully cover as many of those as possible. Must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 12 or become charmed or frightened by me, my choice, until the end of my next turn.
Okay. They have advantage on this.
They got advantage on wisdom?
On being charmed.
Oh, we'll go
Because
frightened. I'm going frightened.
Frightened?
Yeah,
That's
we'll
a
go
different. All right. Okay. What's the DC?
12. It's not high, but
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled 6 plus 3, so all right. So 9. 9. I am denied.
all right. And then
Give me a second. I'm gonna look at just to make sure that they're not. Okay. Yeah. They can be frightened. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So you're able to catch 3. Do you want to catch the 3 in the middle, on the left or right side?
so these things are out here too? These bigger ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll 10-foot cubes. Hold on. I need to go and just draw this cube so that I can. Oh, there you go. Thank you. 10-foot cube in front
That's
of
much
me.
larger than I thought.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, if it's centered around him, then where
It's
he's
from,
at would be here. But
from me.
It's in front. It's in front of them.
okay, so that would be
So in front of me
here,
and
I guess.
forward. Yeah. So it'll yeah.
Yeah.
All of them. They're all frightened of me
Okay.
and run.
So all the little guys, I'm going to test for the two big ones there.
Yeah, they kind of get caught in there, but I'm not as worried about them. Those little ones, get them to run away.
All right. Yeah, they do the same thing. Okay. So these guys. Let's see. Yeah. So they open up for you. I'm just going to move the other ones just a little bit, but it's not their turn. So there's an open channel basically between you and the queen. You still have enough movement to make it to the queen.
Yep, I'll do it.
Okay. You just don't have any actions or anything like that.
Action surge.
Fighter.
about that.
All right. Yeah. And also, I guess you do have your bonus action. So.
Yep, still get the bonus action. So I will do a regular old attack now with the vibra blade and bonus action.
All right,
I
go
was
for it.
about to ask, did you want to have snagged the shotgun?
No. I don't use
With
shotguns
advantage.
in any game. 34 to hit.
Wait.
34. All right.
So 15. That's only for a 21 attack roll. 15, 26, 26 damage.
Okay. All right. Second attack.
That is a 33 to hit.
Okay.
And 16 plus 16, 20, 32.
32. Okay.
And then my bonus.
See you.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
Oh.
Bonus attack.
Yeah, go ahead, bonus.
Bonus, angelic flame tongue longsword. 19 to hit.
That will miss.
Oh.
Really?
Are you rolling those with advantage?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he's been rolling with advantage. 19 will miss.
All right.
Okay. So you're dual wielding, correct?
Yes.
And then you've got.
The shield that hovers around me.
Yeah, okay. So you have dual wielder. Okay. Okay. So moving from this point forward, even though we're, but if your character uses two weapons, you get to use the second weapon as part of your attack. And then you can use a bonus action to use it yet again if you'd like.
Okay,
as
can you
part
break
of
that down for me?
Harder.
Come again?
Can you break that down for me? I don't understand.
Yeah. So as part of your attack option, if you are, if you have a feat like dual wielder, so on and so forth, allowing you to use two weapons freely, like you have dual wielder and
Yep.
stuff like that. So As part of your attack, you attack with your primary weapon, and you attack with your secondary weapon as part of your attack,
So
without having to utilize a bonus action. The offset to that, to characters that don't utilize two weapons, is they have a shield or something else that they're doing. You have an animated shield, so yeah, it just screws me. I mean, puts me in a difficult, the position. My apologies for the words. Sorry.
no, I mean,
but,
that's not as bad as what happened earlier with the S word. And it's not the F word. You can say screws. Screws is fine. It's not the F word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, just going forward, if you're dual wielder, you have a feat that allows you to, either dual wielding or there's other feats. I can't remember exactly what the names of them are, but anything that allows you to utilize both weapons freely, you can as your attack action, you use that one, your primary and your secondary.
So
if you want to, you could use your bonus action for another secondary.
Okay.
The only things that matter really is you got to make sure that these are put in as dual wielded weapon so that it modifies the damage and such.
Yeah.
Because those feats will modify that.
So if I'm understanding correctly,
I meant to say that. Yeah, I meant to say that before we started because I've been thinking about this.
Yeah,
it
makes sense to me.
And I just remembered that you're dual wielding there and such. So.
I dual wield in the other campaign too, so.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. So basically, this is two attacks. You attack with a primary, do its damage, yes or no, and attack with a secondary, do its damage, yes or no.
So with
so
2 attacks per action, I would have 4 attacks before using the bonus.
Correct.
Ho, ho, ho.
2 more.
So you technically, we'll just say you didn't use your bonus. You have 1 more secondary attack.
All right.
Before you have to use your bonus.
Here it goes. Oh, a 31.
31 will hit.
For 17 damage, 5 of that is fire.
All right.
And then the bonus action, 27.
27. That'll hit. Now, like I said, if you're not using a secondary weapon, then you have a shield, which gives you +2 to your armor class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The GM was very nice to me and gave me animated shields. 22 damage, 6 of it is fire.
Okay.
All right.
With the loss of her left arm, the Queen is looking fairly haggard. And such, she's wounded and bleeding acid from multiple places. That being said, you have hit me 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
It's never good when the GM's happy about being hit so many times.
Yeah, well.
And so 4 times 23 is
4 times 23. Oh, the acid.
40, 50.
Oh, wait a minute. Some of that was with fire. The fire's supposed to be preventing
mitigate
that.
some of the damage.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Our max is going to be 52. We'll mitigate because we had the fire damage. Okay. 40 points of acid damage, and then you can buff it. Both you and Banthor.
So glad I drank that potion. Because, yeah. You said 40 before. Okay.
Before, yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll take 20.
Yep, same here. Got my cloak from the tree that takes care of the acid. Half of it.
So your mount will take this as well. We'll take the 20 points. Just say that it's mitigated.
I'm gonna be dismounting and sending him off to the side in a little bit, or as I get here if I can.
Yeah.
Or after this
yeah.
attack,
You
or
can
I
dismiss
leap
it.
off when the attack is happening. I'll
Yeah,
still
you
let
can
him take
dismiss
damage
him.
because he's got to get close enough to get me here. But
Yeah.
after that, like he's going to keep his distance and just kind of harry things or distract things and not get close enough to really totally get involved.
You can watch the hole that they were pouring out of earlier.
Yeah.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, Kellum, she's going to bash Van Thor against the bolt, the ship. Van Thor, give me let me do the attack to see if she can do it. Because disadvantage, blah. Right. So she strikes down with her fist, trying to damage you, Banthor. But her movements are sluggish. You're able to move your position before she, even slams her arm down. So no need to roll. I rolled pitifully. So that was one of her legendary actions. Now it's her turn. She's going to attempt to do that again. She needs to get you off of her. She's messing up. She's going to strike at you with. She's going to try to bite you.
Who?
Yeah. So, she'll bite you and see if she can get you off of her. Why? It just keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower. And now I have a critical fail. So
Yay.
she bites her own arm. 23 points of damage. Right. That does not make her or me any happier. Almost. She will make a tail attack at Kellum. With disadvantage. My 8 plus. Ooh, 22.
Nope.
Dang. All right. She's going to try to slam her arm again. See if she can get this Banthor off of her. A 6 plus 14, 20.
That hits.
Banthor. That hits.
Mhm.
Hey, I finally do something. Oh, that's because you're in snake form. That's right. Okay.
Now, was that with disadvantage?
That was with disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, that was not. Hold on. Yeah. So still. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So she is going to slam you down on the thing, taking 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use my telepathy and say, "Kill this thing quick, guys!"
She also lets out a bellow, and you notice movement from underneath her as the xenomorphs stop trying to free her and start clawing their way up the walls towards the two of you.
May I take a reaction? It's one of those things where I probably should have clarified it before, but I've been waiting for an opportunity to pull the strip on the entire bandolier and just drop it. And
Right?
if seeing this, I'm like, perfect opportunity. Gets a lot of her, a lot of them.
Sure. As a reactionary, you can just reach up and grab that and pull the ripcord, and all of those will just ding 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 off your chest and just start descending, to the underneath you and such.
Awesome.
Okay. So it's the warrior xenomorph's turn. While you're doing this, so you pull the pin as a kind of a reaction to them starting to run up. They're running up, and these are falling down at the same time.
So each belt has
Yeah.
6 grenades. Do I roll it 6 times or just roll 1 times it times 6?
Basically, I'm just going to go. Yeah, this deletes stuff.
Okay.
Because it's 5 grenade, 5 standard grenades with an incendiary grenade as well.
Mhm.
So that all that fire and shrapnel just goes, and we start deleting things. So the xenomorphs, there was a good 6 or more were coming up. Those get shrapnel, fire, and damage from from those exploding. The queen jerks this way and that as damage has been done to her legs. She falters a little bit. That's basically, kind of doesn't go down to her knees, but her legs give out a little bit, and now she's much closer head to head with you, Kellum and Banthor. She was kind of towering above you and stuff, but now that she's gone, dropped down about 10 feet and such, so her head is much closer now.
Awesome.
Okay. We're going to finish up these guys and then Ashra, and then it's 11 right now. Warriors, a couple of them go into combat with Marceau, and some of these are trying to make their way around. 2 of them are going to make their way past the group and start headed down the tunnel here. These that were ejected earlier will make their way back. But not have enough movement to really do anything. Okay. All right. So there was a lot of them that were in the water, got blown back by the explosion. and such. They make their way back onto the ship. And some make their way towards the engine room, the tunnel that goes down towards the engine room. They do a flank and get around you guys. This one had fear, so he can't get any closer to kill him. But he... Alright. So Marstow is holding off 3 of them, taking some damage as they're concentrating on him and not the drones. Off-dry. Oh, you're down there. Okay. All right. So when we come back in 2 weeks, if there's nothing wrong with my schedule, let me check. 22nd of February. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yep, all good here.
Yeah, that should be good.
Or so good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to end abruptly. I didn't see that the time, it crept up on us. I saw 10 o'clock, and then somehow 11 o'clock made it around.
Okay, bye everybody.
See ya.
Later, later.